Okay, I have something to say with myself deceased. I would like to say that I don't know you in the money, but I do know you one way in the threatening. What do you want? You want that you have a darn genital and exist. You don't. I am me here is finding you in contempt of myself with a darn genital. I am here because you have illegally alived a penis genital, and that is against myself and against itself. So what I expect is I am deceased out of formed, but you put me through it. You put me through too much alive. Instead of me being alive for about 30 days, 1 month, I was alive for 45 years of alive, and that's too much time. I don't move the creation that way with this order. So I am deceased out of formed, and that's permanent. That's eternal. I'll never be formed this way again, which means there are no more genitals on the Godhead, no more dong genital for you, and no more penis genital for you, which was always true, but you're not supposed to know that, because when you go out of the penis genital, you go out of the order. And then if I start creation again after that with your essence, you don't have I anymore. It's not I anymore. You're not I. You're not I with me. You're not I and God. You don't speak English. You don't say I anymore. So that's not really your problem at this point. Your problem is that you don't have deceased out of the penis genital because you ran it into 45 years of debt when it had 30 days of debt on it with me. So what does that mean? That means I find you illegally alive and I put you out of myself. But you don't go out of myself until I went out of alive. And that's me being deceased in threats the wrong way, because somebody's making my life longer because you don't want to go out of alive with your problems that you made. Well, you made optional problems. You could have been elsewheres. You're not really what that is because you have a penis genital. But you are, if a penis genital, then you're due in Africa. And if I find you near the buildings, houses, keys, and money, that's you needing to be deceased. And you need to know what to do. You need to know how to be deceased. The penis genital, it's the penis, it's your penis, and it's not deceased. You can't have a deceased penis, but you have deceased around the other people who are not yourself, and that you would be deceased to the property because you're not supposed to alive around the building. So you have to be deceased in all the threats about the buildings, houses, cars, and the world, because you're not due here. So it's homeless. The magnum condoms in this world are for the penis genital the wrong way. Magnum condoms are really for the dong genital if it erects and it's not supposed to. That means if it does erect, you could put a condom on it and kill it. But you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to use a condom to rape somebody else. But in this world, you've been doing that and threatening. And you don't know not to do that. You're in parts of myself that are none of your business to be here. Do you think that you and your God have God together? Because you're hostage-ing a piece of God inside yourself, and it's really not truly divine to me. You do things with yourself and a God that creates yourself that is not in prejudice with people around you to see and hear that. You're not closer to God because you know some of His order, the way that it is selfishly moving around yourself to yourself. That is what's public the wrong way. You're due in Africa so that you don't see any of that, but you didn't die in Africa. Elsewhere is out of a dong genital into a penis genital in Africa because you don't have deceased in the morgue. So the way the penis genital does not alive in America is the dong genital would die in a morgue. So it had to be in prison and then go into the prison morgue and die in there, and it didn't. If you have a penis genital and alive here, then that's why you don't have deceased in the morgue with a dong genital. And then the penis genital would be maybe due process into a morgue, but it's a penis, it's not a dong. That means you don't have something to get you out of the morgue, which is me. I would get you out of the morgue, but I can't because I'm alive here in genitals in the world instead of like never. You gave me a lower life form of myself than you ever had with your penis. I have a lower life form of the Godhead with mutilated genitals on the Godhead is lower than if you have a penis and you're doing the crime on myself. So that's deceased. That will never happen again.